Hey guys, it's John from John is Gaming. Excuse me. I have a little bit of bad news, guys. It's just been released what some of the next gen games installations are going to be, like the size. Now, they've released 3 so far. Dead Rising 3 will be 35 gigabytes, plus they'll have no co-op. Rise Son of Rome will be 47 gigabytes, plus there's no local co-op. And Forza 5 will be 35 gigabytes as well, and it will be up to 16 players online. Now, how is this going to work out, guys? The new console is 500 gigabytes, and I did a little bit of math. I took 14 disc-based games. If you guys have seen my next-gen games, you know, day one release games for the PS4, you can know that there's 32, 14 are disc-based, and 18 of those are downloadable. Now, of the 14, I put them at an average of 35 because it seems to be, just based on these 3, the average game's going to be about 35 gigs. And 14 times 35 is 490 gigs. So plus your save files and such, you guys are already done. Your whole hard drive is going to be completely full if you buy every game. Now I know a lot of you guys are saying it's not going to happen, who's going to buy all the games? Well, the big YouTubers out there like Machinima and all them, they're going to buy every single game, and they're going to have Let's Plays, and the channel Let's Plays. They're going to have every single game set up as Let's Plays. Well, they're not going to be able to because their hard drive is going to be too full. And for those people that play like the arcade type of indie games or the ones that you can just download off the PlayStation Store, there's 18 of those, and I took it at about an average of 20 gigs because they are relatively smaller compared to the normal games. And that equals 360 gigs. So if you pull it that route, you actually have a better chance of not filling up your console, but then you won't be able to play as many big titles like Call of Duty and Battlefield and such. Now, I want to know what you guys think they're going to do to compensate us for this. And what I mean by that is, will we expect, like, will there be another console out, like a bigger size console, 1 to 2 terabytes coming out very soon? We've seen this with the release of the PS3. It went all the way up to 80 gigs relatively quick. That's because they didn't realize, they're like, oh, wait a minute, with the mandatory installation process that PS3's always had when you put a new game in, it's like, shoot me in the head. But, you know, it's to be expected with next gen. The games are much bigger. They got a lot more graphics, and so you should expect the downloads to be bigger, you know? But they should have thought about this before they made the console. It wouldn't have hurt for them to put, let's say, a terabyte console like we all were hoping was going to be 1 terabyte, but they never did. They stuck with what they're at, and I look a little bit ahead in the future now. The PS3 in its lifetimes went from 40 gigabytes to 500. So should we expect the PS4 to go from 500, let's say, I'm going to guesstimate, guys, here and go 10 terabytes? I mean, sorry, not 10, but 5 terabytes? That's a 10-time increase, whereas the 400 gigs to 500 gigabytes is about a 12 to 13 times increase. So it's not hard to believe that within the life of the PS4, we can see anywhere between 5 and 10 terabyte hard drives, which would really compensate the gamers, because pretty much, as it stands right now, you're going to be forced to pick which games you want to play and which ones you can't. I don't get why they would do this, honestly. The 500 gigs, people were going off of the assumption that the game downloads would be no bigger than they are, the game installations would be no bigger than they are now. But even if they were, they expected it, you know what, to be the average 8 gigs, like we've seen with some of the later releases for the PS3 and Xbox. I don't know what you guys think down in the comments below, what you guys think about this. And like always, guys, this is John from John is Gaming. See you guys next time. Bye.